Welcome to Rulers World TV. My name is Mercy Emmanuel. Here is News Compact. First, the headlines. Federal government set to mandate 18 years age limit for WAEC, NECO and JAMB in Nigeria's education policy. Democratic Republic of Congo jailbreak, 129 dead. US election, Democrats woo union on Labor Day. Now the news in detail. The Minister of Education, Tahir Mamman, announced the decision of the federal government to prohibit students under the age of 18 years from sitting for WAEC, NECO and JAMB examinations. Mr. Tahir added that this is not a new policy and has been there for a very long time. He further stated that the calculation of the number of years that students are meant to be in school for, that is, from early childcare to senior secondary school, should sum up to 17 and a half years.
The federal government recently announced that from next year, students' age limit into the tertiary institution will be 18 years, including the West African Examination and National Examination Council. This was announced by the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman. He said the new policy seemed to align with what obtains in parts of Europe and North America. Professor Mamman said the policy of minimum age for tertiary school admission not newly initiated by President Bola Tinubu's administration. This is a policy that has been there for a long time. If you compute the number of years pupils and learners are supposed to be in school, the number you will end up with is 17 and a half. He said NECO and WAEC henceforth will not be allowing underage children to write their examinations. Corroborating the minister's position on the benchmark of 18 years for admission to tertiary institution, the JAMB spokesperson, Dr. Fabien Benjamin, said 18 years is in line with the 6334 educational system. Kendi Oni, Rulers World TV.
Meanwhile, the federal government has decided to allow students to take the JAMB this year as a form of advance notice to parents for the changes that will take effect next year, following the loud opposition by stakeholders at the JAMB admission policy meeting. Our news reporter, Sheriff Oyewole, in this report samples the opinion of parents and educators on the news policy. Here is his report.
Recently, the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, has proposed 18-year-old restriction for students who are eligible to sit for WAEC, NECO, as well as JAMB examination. This means students who are below 18 years will not be able to sit for the aforementioned exam as from next year. This has generated a lot of controversy among stakeholders, parents, tutors, as well as the students. And while some have been speaking against the policy, a lot of people have been going against the policy. What are the views, opinion, as well as the stance of Nigerians on this policy that has been making wave on numerous social media platforms? Join us as we take you in from Rulers World Television. I am Ibrahim Sheriff Oyewole.
I'm in support of what the government is trying to handle about the education age. Some girls get bullied by people of higher than their age that they can't say no to, all in the name of them not getting to the stage of maturity where they can say no or yes. And again, if we are to use the normal Nigerian ages to enter schools, when it gets to primary school, I was told it is 6 years. So if you are not 6, you can't get to primary school. And in primary school, you use 6. That's 12 years. Then in secondary school, you use another 6. That's 18 years. So on the norms, it should be 18 years before you finish your secondary school.
I can't say I'm against it, because literally, if you're looking into the real world, normally, adulthood no be child's play, no man. So if you are up to 18 before you actually do your WAEC, when you come out in a scenario whereby maybe I'm 15 years old during that time and I actually finish my WAEC, so when I go out, automatically your parents will not be able to feed you again. You want to go and maybe find work to do. And
say people should be 18 before they can get access to university. That never done. And we can't, because although we have our own system and we have the way we run things and the thing does here. Our opinion may be different, but our major opinion in Nigeria here, we are copycats. We copy whatever favor us or not favor us. That's what we copy. We don't have our identity. I don't know that. But let me just say my own opinion on this issue at hand. For now, I will want us to be very very direct. So 18 years before someone can write WAEC is not, for me, it's no 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 no. I'm a Lagos State governor, Ambode. He's graduated in university at the age of 23 years. If something like this happen, then how can he make that happen? I don't know, because some students, some child are very very brilliant and talented before they even turn to that 18, and rapid growth. When they turn to that 18, they already, let's talk about female. Before let's say someone have fat in the body before 18 years, and for already fat, but everything are big, they have already be like someone that supposed to be in husband house and born like 2 or 3. So for me it's no 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 no. So we have to do something, right? Let's say whatever at the age, depend on the parent mentality. If the pikin has grown enough to get started, whatever, 15 years can do WAEC for me, 16 years can do WAEC for me, so it will be 20 years, it doesn't matter.
But as far as this is concerned, concerning the policy, I personally look at it to be a policy that may not be applicable, so to say, because it's going to affect the children in this perspective. If you look at it very well, you will see that these students that we're talking about, we find it difficult to still be in school to that age, because when you look at their primary school education, they finish their primary school education, especially when we talk about the private school, they finish their primary education between the age of 9, 10, 11. So, and if you look at that age range, that is 9, 10, 11. If you look at that age range, if they get to secondary school, that is JSS1, they just have 6 years to spend in secondary school. If you had 6 years to 9 years, that is below 18. If you have 6 years to 10 years, that is also below 18. If you have 6 years to 11 years, it's also below 18. So I don't think it will be applicable if the government is saying that children or candidates who want to sit for the next examination, we have to clock 18 before they write the examination. It's going to be a problem, and I think the federal government should please look into this. Perhaps even this policy will have a detrimental effect on these children, even if they pass out from the higher institution of learning. Because I look at it, when I calculated the age that we are just looking into, I discovered that many of them we may not be able to be suitable for the job they are looking for, because we have some establishment or organizations that will say they want applicants who are between the range of 24, 28. Some will say the age limit for applicants should be 26 years old. And when you look at the Nigeria factor, when you look at all things being equal, children who are who finish their tertiary institution may be above that age range, because of so many factors that may come in, maybe strikes in terms of maybe the NLC strike, or maybe the school is having internal crisis, or some other things like that.
Of students writing the WAEC at the age of 18, sadly, because when they get into the institution, they face a lot of study. So because imagine a student getting admission at the age of 15, 16 years. When they get to institution, so they did not understand what they're doing there. But for me, by me, it's okay. So even if you want to start, so they to get awareness, they are maybe in the next few years, in the next 3 years, so when the student is not 18, he will not write WAEC again. So they will adjust. Even the primary school teacher also, they will adjust. The parents also will adjust.
The new policy on the age, which is the 18 years, partially in support, because there are so many children that are very very young that are now in the university, and they are not old enough to take care of themselves. And even the educational sector now, you see small children writing the WAEC now. So I think the policy is a bit fair, though the age is too far. I think 17 years should have been fair, or 16 years. But as it is, the government is only trying to make sure that these children are old enough to know the right from wrong and how to coordinate themselves, because the syllabus is not for small children. is for children that are old enough to know what they are really being taught.
There are other things they can do before seeking for WAEC. There are tutorials, there are other things they can use to keep their time by learning more about the education, about what university holds, about what they will encounter in the next few years. So with that little time they have, they can actually use their time to do all that. Then when they are 18, they can go for their WAEC.
In the Democratic Republic of Congo, 129 people has reportedly died in an attempted jailbreak on Monday, while several people were injured as a result of suffocation, being crushed in a stampede and raped, following the fire outbreak at the administrative block, the food depot and the hospital. Rulers World News correspondent Kehinde Oni has the details.
On Monday, there was an attempted jailbreak at Kenya's largest prison, Makala Central Prison in Kinshasa, which is the largest prison built to contain over 12,000 inmates in the country. According to the Congolese Interior Minister, Chakimen Biago, says 24 inmates died from gunshots that was obtained from warning shots. 59 people were recorded injured and are being managed at the medical facilities, and the rest of the deaths were as a result of suffocation, rape, and being crushed in a stampede. Following the fire outbreak at the administrative block, hospital, and food depot, which resulted to damages, no prisoner escaped. Kehinde Oni, Rulers World TV.
Ahead of the November 5 United States of America election, the Democratic Party candidate Kamala Harris has sought the support of the labor union ahead of the coming poll at a rally in Pittsburgh. Kehinde Oni reports full details.
The United States Democratic Party candidate Kamala Harris has sought the support of the union ahead of the coming poll at a rally in Pittsburgh. Kamala Harris, joined by the United States President on her campaign trail, described the U.S. President Joe Biden as a man of the people who has always been on the side of the workers.
With this extraordinary human being, when the cameras were not in the room, when the stakes were high, when the heat was intense, and Joe Biden has always stood with the workers of America and labor unions of America, always.
According to the United States President, Joe Biden, in his speech at the rally, says the Democratic Party will again defeat Trump at the coming election.
In the process, are you ready to make Donald Trump a loser again?
Kehinde Oni, Rulers World TV.
This is all we have for you on News Compact today. Join us for a fresh package on our news segment and other programs. My name is Mercy Emmanuel. Thank you for watching.